Hey fellas, welcome back to Men Product Reviews, and in today's video I'm doing a top 5 beard wash of 2025. Now before I get started, um, I haven't tried as much beard washes in 2025 that I did in 2024. I tried, I don't know, upwards of 20 to 30 probably last year in 2024, maybe even more than that. This year I didn't purchase as much beard wash, so that number is at least less than half, maybe a dozen that I've tried this year, maybe not even that much, 10 to 12, I'd say. And I wanted to try a few more brands before I got this video, so I reached out to Instagram and had them recommend some of their favorites, other like creators or other companies even. So I got a few more because I already had about three that I already had selected. So I got a few more. Um, with that being said, just know that I've never tried every beard wash that's on the market. There's way too many. I couldn't afford to buy them all. I mean, I probably could afford it, but that's just a lot. I, you know, if I see a company throughout the year and they seem promising, I try from them. Um, I know there's a couple brands that I haven't tried that probably have good quality shampoo, wash, or whatever you want to call it. But again, I haven't tried all. So this is what I've tried in 2025. This is broken down to my top 5 that I have liked, and I'll kind of give a reason why. Again, I don't go from 5 being the worst out of the 5 to 1 being the best out of 5. They're, like I said, they're top 5 for a reason. So I'll just start this end, I'll go this way. So we'll start off with Mad Donkey's Daily Beard Wash. So this is infused with rare Mafura butter and purifying tea tree. Um, I don't know why, but anytime I use a wash that has like a tea tree, it really just helps my beard. It helps the skin underneath. Um, and this also has squalene oil as well, which is also there's good properties for your skin. A few other ingredients, but I like how it smells and I like how it feels in the beard. They just released this, I believe, like the beginning of December, the end of November. So again, Mad Donkey's Beard Care Daily Beard Wash will make my top 5. Next, EDC Beard Co. I got their zeroed in beard wash and beard conditioner. You want to use, go ahead and use both. Um, there's no scent to that. This is fragrance free, but the reason why it makes my top 5 is because it just feels, it leaves the beard feeling really soft. It feels nice lathering onto the beard. Um, no fragrance, which is a plus. Some people don't want to have um, a wash that's going to make their beard smell, and then after they get a shower, it already smells. So then, what's the point of putting something on if there's already a scent there? I don't. I mind if the scent is a little bit more mild. It doesn't like you don't notice it after you showered and dried off. Then it's fine, and most of them are like that. But again, this is fragrance free. You will notice if you do end up purchasing these two, you're gonna say I smell something in the conditioner. That is correct. There is olive oil and coconut oil, so you're gonna get a hint of like a little bit. To me, I smell both, but I think the olive oil is a little bit more dominant. Those are not fragrances; those are just part of the ingredients. You're going to get a smell out of that, and it's not terrible at all, but you'll notice it. So just pointing that out there. Again, that was EDC Beard Co. Zeroed In Wash, Zeroed In Beard Conditioner. And that was the other one on the top 5. Next one, we got Doppelganger Beard Co. I went with all their scent profiles are phenomenal. They have 5 or 6 right now, but I went with Morningwood, and the reason why is because it invoked a memory of mine. It triggered a memory of mine from when I was younger. I remember, as a young kid getting Christmas presents from, I can't remember if it was actually from my mom and dad or if it was from aunt and uncle, but it was some kind of fragrance whether it was like a deodorant or a body wash, it smelled just like that. This is actually a sandalwood, and I can't remember exactly. Let me double check before I tell you otherwise. But it invoked a memory, and when a company does that and it's a good memory, that is just phenomenal. Obviously, if it's a bad memory, that's another story. But for me, it was a good memory. So I feel like if it ended up being a bad memory, I probably wouldn't even have them on the list. But so Morning Wood is bold spice, teak wood, and I thought no, teak wood, bold spice. So there's that. Again, they have quite a few you can choose from. I'm doubling check their description. I feel like there's more in there than okay. But yeah, so and then besides the smell, besides the memory that it invoked, um, it really softens the beard. Honestly, it's probably one of the only products I've used that has really softened my beard to the point like I can feel it being softer while I was actually applying the wash, and then that softness continued on. It rejuvenated on throughout the night. Um, I haven't really used it in the daytime, so I can't really tell you what it feels like as the day progresses. But I did use it at night. Went to bed with it really soft. Woke up not as soft as it was when I went to bed, but still soft. So again, Doppelganger Morning Wood makes my top five. I'm down to two more now. So the next one, this one is from Bearded Death, and this is Banana Cream Dream. So when I first got this, I really loved their butter and oil scent profile of this, so I knew I was going to like it. When I first opened this up, to me it was more of a Laffy Taffy type banana. So there's going to be banana and essentially vanilla, that's where you get your cream from, and then banana obviously is banana. But yeah, at first it smelled more like a Laffy Taffy type banana. There is a difference between the artificial banana and then the actual banana. But the longer you let it sit, now it smells more like you're just peel open a banana and you're eating banana with that cream. It's incredible either way. This bottle's almost gone. These ones I rotate throughout until I'm done with it. And this one's almost empty. I actually purposely held on to some just for this video. Again, this is Bearded Death Banana Cream Dream. You will not regret this. It lathers really well into the beard, feels good in the skin underneath, and it smells amazing. So it's a win-win. And then the last one, this is from True North Beard Co. This is their Ghost Malone. They actually made the top 5 last year, but it was for their daily wash. This is also a daily wash, but this was a limited edition. So it's a spooky vanilla bean. I think this was released in 24, or might have been the year before, but I didn't try it then. I didn't get it until this year. I got it actually earlier in the year, so that's the reason why it makes top 2025, because I tried it in this year. Again, this is True North Beard Co. Ghost Malone. So if you've used their daily beard wash, exact same thing, but with spooky vanilla bean as the scent profile. And it's a very mild vanilla bean. It's not too strong at all. Most of these washes, except for maybe Doppelganger, is a little bit it's a little bit louder when it comes to the scent. You'll notice the Doppelganger scent a little bit more, but it doesn't linger on for that long afterwards. None of these really will linger on as long as like an oil would. But again, so top 5 beard washes of 2025. Mad Donkey Beard Care, EDC Beard Co., Doppelganger Beard Co., Bearded Death, and then True North Beard Co. If you stick around or not stick around like now, but here shortly within the next few weeks, I'll be doing more top videos, just to kind of roll up the year. So stay tuned for those eventually. Until next time, have a good one.